Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sabanson, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And yo, we got a show for y'all today that y'all are not gonna believe. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the channel and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So, we had actually finished shooting, right? We had actually finished shooting, and I had done a show where I was making an argument for where I believe Jordan was the greatest, oldest player we ever saw. So I was actually sending it to some NBA players. I sent it to Gilbert Arenas and I sent it to Rashard McCann. I'm like, because people are coming at us in the comment section, oh, you a hater, man. You a hater, you a hater. So I sent it to them and I'm like, watch this video and let me know if you feel like, let me know what you think about my arguments, right? So I sent it to them. I'm now going through my inbox. And people usually message us all the time on Instagram. Our handle is Dreamers Pro, same name as the channel. And then one of our viewers sends me a message. His name is Landy. I told him I'd give him a shout out. So shout out to you, Landy. He sends me a message. And he goes, did you hear what Mase said about LeBron James? He totally went off. And I was like, wait, what, Mase? What did Mase say? He was like, yeah. So I immediately went to his channel. It is what it is. And when I went to his channel, I clicked on the video, and what's the video I was watching? I'm trying to see the name of the video I was watching. But I clicked on the video, and it says something to the effect of, LeBron James can never be the GOAT. LeBron James can't ever be the GOAT. So I click on this video, and I go directly to the point where Mase was talking. And let me tell y'all something. Mase went off. Not only did he go off, he was absolutely unapologetic about his views, and I absolutely loved it. It was a long segment, like a 20-plus minute segment, but we want to play the key parts for you guys that we think are interesting. So take a listen to what Mase had to say here in terms of his argument, and then want to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to Mase here.
I'm not going to let you do that. I'm not going to even let you lay the groundwork for that. No. LeBron is great at the longevities he's having. Let's just put apples where apples go, and let's put oranges where oranges go. It wouldn't matter if he gets 70,000 points, right? We're not weighing them against points. We're weighing them against the dominance. If I play much longer, I'm going to get much more points. We're not going by points. If we were going by points, then that means Kareem Abdul-Jabbar would have been the GOAT until LeBron passed him. That's not what we're equating this to. I think people keep missing the argument because they keep trying to slide in new information. New information doesn't change what it is that we're basing this upon. It could change the numbers, it could change the status of yourself, but it doesn't change. We're talking about the chips. We're talking about the dominance. We're talking about when it's asked for, you deliver. It doesn't matter if you get 60,000 points. If at the end of this, you go out the second round, like, so what? She's a billionaire. I don't count money that you get the wrong way. I don't count that. You know what I'm saying? There's some people like, oh, I won 100 games. But you won 100 games on steroids. I feel the same way about rap. If it comes out that these rappers did these things to be at that level, and I'm like, no, bro, I was doing that without doing that. Yeah. So I don't hold a success on the same level. At that point, even if you were looked at as the GOAT, we're taking that GOAT status down because you got there the wrong way. You didn't get there honestly. You got there, now all this stuff comes out. You got there these ways? Nah, I don't respect that. You're nobody. You're actually lower than the people who we thought was under us. Yeah, let's talk about it. It's not just the rings are won. Of course, it's the championships, and there's people who won more championships than Jordan. So it's not just the rings, but it's showing up when it counts. Isn't that what makes you great? that you show up when it counts. That's why people love God, because he comes through. He's faithful. He's faithful. Is no excuse for not delivering. That's what I'm more so talking about. It's not the 50,000 points. I said it myself. If LeBron wins a championship with his son, then I can start having that conversation. Until then, I can't have that conversation until you come through, pause, when we really need you to, without excuse. Him joining other people to get those rings, that definitely plays into his legacy. That would be no different than if you find out that I was buying all my sales. That plays into how we look at you, right? We can't throw that away. We can't highlight the things that you do good and turn a blind eye on the things that weren't correct. Is that correct? Or we just, because that's what I'm talking about. You joining teams, you're moving stuff around so you can, it's like me going in a park and there's 2 7-footers and all the other kids are 5'10". And I picked the 2 7-footers and I'm playing against all of the kids 5'10", but you want me to believe that you did something? No, you were playing with you stacked your team for my mindset. Man, and I'm not the end all say all to anything, but I'm just here to voice that opinion. Because when you do certain things like that, I can't deem it as the same. Are you a great basketball player? Yes. Do you have the most points? Yes. Have you been the best for the longest? Yes. But that don't make you the best.
That's that. But Trista, so I just need a little final.
Because when we needed you to be the best, you walked off. When we needed you to be the best, you blamed other people. So we got to keep all of that on the same scale. The guy I'm talking about, when his dad died, he delivered. When he had the flu, he delivered. He never gave us an excuse for not delivering. That's why we still wear Jordans instead of LeBrons. That's why we wear them.
So you heard what Mase had to say. What are my thoughts on this? First of all, I want to applaud Mase. This is not the first time I've said this, right? I want to applaud, and I'm gonna tell you why. There's so many people in media today that sit up there and twerk it up all day long. Everybody's afraid to give an actual honest opinion because if I say this, I'm going to offend that group. I'm going to say this, I'm going to offend this group. And Mase, including Cam, because Cam kept it 100 on that Bronny James situation where you had all of these guys twerking it up all day long on TV. Cam was like, nah, I'm not feeling it. Like, I'm not feeling it. Even though I know you, I'm not feeling what you're doing. He kept it a buck. Same thing with Mase, right? I said this before. It's something I appreciate. Let's get into what Mase is talking about. Mase is essentially saying that he don't respect what LeBron is doing out here. And the reason I think it's important to highlight opinions like his is because whenever people like myself say it or some other people say, oh, man, you're haters. All you do is haters, and all you guys do is hate. And I'm telling y'all, I'm like, no, there are a lot of people that feel this way. There are a lot of people that feel this way. It's not just me or this creator over there or that. No, there are a lot of NBA fans, and our views represent what they think. That's number one. Number two, let me tell you why these comments are going to make waves. It's one thing if a YouTuber like myself says it or another YouTuber says it. It's a whole other different thing when a guy like Mase says it. Now, let me tell y'all what's going to happen. Okay? Because I'm going to definitely send this show to Mase. Let me tell you what's going to happen. Oh, Mase is a hater. Same thing that happened with the Shannon Sharp thing. When Mase was trying to give Shannon Sharp some advice on the way he was talking and Shannon Sharp, I'm like, no, I don't think Mase is hating here. I think what he was doing, because he was talking about that Mike Epps situation where he was like, words can come with a lot of consequences. And Shannon was like, I'm like, nah, he ain't hating. I said at the time, I think he was speaking from direct experience that he's had or seen other people go through based off of being in the music industry. I don't think he was cloud chasing. Let's stop the nonsense. Mase is Mase. Like, let's stop the nonsense, son. Like, he is who he is. Right? Let's stop the nonsense. Ain't nobody cloud chasing nobody. But he brought up a point in the sound. He said, oh, I don't care about your money, because that's what they're going to say. Oh, Mase is just jealous. Oh, he wish he had so-and-so's money. He wish he had so-and-so's money. That's why he's saying it. As a way to almost dismiss his views. Because his views are going to carry weight. Because he's known. Right? Unlike me, we're not known, or anybody like other career. We're not known the way these guys are. So when they say it, it's going to have ripple effect. But let's get to the heart of what he's saying. He's saying it doesn't matter if you score 50, 60, 70,000 points. Because if you play longer, obviously you're going to be able to accumulate more stats, which seems to be something that's quite obvious. So I don't know why everybody wants to make this a big deal. Are we saying that LeBron isn't a great player? No. He's a great player. There's no question about it. Now, some people think he's not. I think he is. He's a great player. But to say that what he's doing now all of a sudden puts him ahead of Jordan, I think a lot of us 100% disagree with that. Hell no. Hell no. No, because when we saw them at the height of their powers, we know what's what. And I'm going to give you guys a point that somebody brought up on our comment section not too long ago. They said, because I think he was responding to somebody saying LeBron is the GOAT. He said, if LeBron truly believed he was the GOAT, he still wouldn't be playing. He said if he believed he was the GOAT, he would still not be playing. Because he believed he would have believed he had nothing to prove. That's what happened with Jordan. When he first retired, he was beating these dudes. He had just won 3 in a row. So clearly nobody could beat him. The moment Scottie Pippen turned into an all-star in 1991, because a lot of people say, Jordan played in the league and he was da-da-da-da. Jordan, for the first 6 years of his career, he didn't play with one single all-star caliber player. Not one. Not one. And the moment he got another all-star, he won 3 in a row. When Scottie became an all-star in 1990, that's when they won 3 in a row. He finally had an all-star on his team. Not a top, not like, he was one of the best players. He's the best player. No, he got an all-star. He won 3 in a row. So when he retired, he had already beaten these dudes. There was no evidence to suggest that they could beat him. That they could beat him. So when he came back and he did it again, he had 2 3-peats. And you guys know the 2 Jordan 3-peats plus the Kobe 3-peats are the last 3-peats we've seen going on the last, 40 years, 30 years. In the last 3 3-peats that we've seen in the last 3 decades, Jordan owns 2 of them. So when Jordan retired, he felt like he had nothing to prove. What did he have to prove? He had the highest regular season scoring average, the highest scoring average in the playoffs. He won 6 championships. He was undefeated in the finals, 10 scoring titles, led the league in steals, I believe, 3 times, had a defensive player of the year. Like, what are we talking about? Gold medals. Like, what are we talking about? So when he retired, he had nothing to prove. People already knew he was the GOAT. It wasn't like as if he was like, man, I really got to keep playing to prove it to you guys. No. But he has to keep playing. But what Mase is saying is something even different, which is he don't respect it. And I think it's important that a lot of people understand that a lot of people don't respect it. A lot of people don't. And it's important that these views also get promoted as well. It can't just be one message. It can't be one message. And he was not going for it. To me, it's powerful because these guys control the entire media. So to have somebody of his caliber going out there and saying that, that's powerful. Because bro's like, yo, I'm not going to twerk. I refuse to twerk. I refuse to do it. I'm just not going to do it. So shout out to Mase for that one, man. That one really took me by surprise. I didn't see him coming out here saying that. But then again, love to see it. So what I want to know from you guys, what do you think about what Mase had to say? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We're going to catch you on the next episode, and I'm out.